Welcome to March 1st, 9 p.m. EDIT 695 Zoom session. Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it. So this is in the recording with your permission. And please keep yourself muted if you have some background noise. And when you need to speak, you can just unmute yourself. So let's look at the agenda for tonight. I have a huge agenda and a lot of things to share. And let's screen share. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, let's start with bamboozle. Anybody knows bamboozle? Nope. It's very, very cute. I just signed up today. I was exploring it. I didn't have a chance to do anything yet, but it's educational. You can make educational games. So it's free, absolutely free. That's what they claim. So maybe one of you might be interested in testing out and letting me know how it goes. And if anyone would like to take this opportunity to teach me this software before I learn, you'll definitely get your professional development hours, no? We were talking earlier with Rosabella about how we're gonna fill out our hours. You need to teach somebody something. Okay, so Zoom meeting, today's agenda is starting with your one question and one accomplishment. If you don't have a question, I will be happy, but I suspect that you're here tonight to clarify things. So let's start with Michelle.
Hi. When it comes to questions, I'm pretty good at. I think I have it laid out pretty well. I've been working myself through the standards and just doing the journal entries as well.
Thank you. And you're March 15. You're getting ready for your 10 to 15 questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. And this is also my little attendance sheet too. Tafak, you're next.
I've been looking at, I've been working on the questions for the test review, and I was just wondering, is there anything that can guide us in improving our questions?
You're talking about the New York State test, right?
Yes.
You know, the best way is to send me your maybe Google Doc or your Google Forum. I'll take your test. Mm-hmm. I'll give you feedback.
Okay.
If I failed your test, that would be good or not. I'm not sure. So if I fail your test because of the fact that it is uncomprehendable, it's mm-hmm. very confusing, then I will say, you know what, this question is this. Why did you ask this way? So I may give you feedback. So the idea is actually not to create perfect questions on the first time, right? You can send me your lousiest 15 questions, but we can turn them into a great questions for the next cohort to explore. So try your best, and that's, I think, best way to test it out. Your peers, you can post it on discussion forum. I can create a forum for that. Yep, that's a good one. Let me give myself to-do list here. And then in that forum, we can test out each other's. And if anyone gives each other feedback, guess what? I have tons of extra points in my pocket. So, well, be my guest if you want to take other people's tests and give feedback. Not like, oh, it's cool. Oh, I like it. But something more constructive. Can you fix this? Or I found a grammar mistake or something like that. Is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. But you can always test me first. If you don't want to put it on discussion forum.
Okay, thank you.
And one accomplishment.
I actually taught two of my ICT classroom teachers Portal and Symbaloo, which are both bookmarking websites for their students to use when they're doing research, because we're a social studies research-based school.
Beautiful. Can I also share with you this website called, not Bamboozle, this time it's called EdShelf. Have you heard that one?
I have, and I haven't had the chance to really look into it. but I will.
This one makes the like Symbalu. This time it makes the games, mobile apps onto one list. So
Okay.
very exciting. All right. Thank you
you.
so much. Alyssa.
Hi. So my question, I was looking at the like how to create the questions, and I was wondering, I saw like a wiki space and then a Google form, but I was clicking next in the Google form, and there was nowhere to put anything.
Yeah, this
So
is good point. This is from the previous class. We tested out different platform, and at the end, everybody end up creating their own. So today, I'm going to point out, and maybe I'll do that right now. At the top of the project and activities, I posted this link that gives you more New York exam preparation. So this is done by a student prior to this class, and it's like step by step how you can be successful in this test, and examples and resources. It's been created by, thanks to a student. I hope the student gives the credit to himself at the end. Nope, they credit it to teachers only, but I think the student started it and then the teachers give feedback to it, but it's originally done by a student. So you can have a chance to look at this to be able to find some, but I'm going to show you some more resources. So your questions will be addressed today. Thank you. And how about an accomplishment?
my accomplishment, I have since February have been coaching teachers on Google Classroom. So just getting them comfortable with posting and setting up their classrooms, because I use it with my students a lot and see a lot of success.
Excellent, excellent. I wish I have access to Google Classroom myself. I only seen it in presentation that somebody was doing. I've never been in a classroom like that. One day you can teach me, and
I'm obsessed with it. I have it on my phone. My students have it on their phones.
but you need to be registered for it, right? Your school
Yeah.
has to pay for it. Yeah, I remember. Like, I want it, but they said nope. Only the schools that has access to it. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited for you to explore that. And thank you. Anything else?
That's it for now.
All right, Kelly. One question, one accomplishment. Can you hear us? All right,
Oh, sorry.
no problem.
I don't have any questions right now, but I would say that one of my accomplishments would just be coaching my peers right now. I actually just created an online portfolio with the foods teacher. This past week we started it, and basically she just wants to create a portfolio so that kids have something to refer to with the recipes throughout the year, and there's going to be pictures to go along with. So I've been helping her out with that.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Make sure she signs for it.
I will. Thank you.
All right, let's scroll down. Rosabella.
Well, my question that I had, it was addressed earlier. It was in regards to the webinar that I attended last night, but that was already addressed and asked for accomplishment. I actually learned a lot about virtual reality thanks to the conference, which was really interesting, as well as I am in the midst of trying to accumulate my hours and also trying to create a presentation for the NYIT Speed Tech in May.
Thank you for saying that. You know what I'm going to give you as a present? If any one of you could come and attend, I'm going to create a budget as soon as I go home. I go to work on Monday and talk to my, actually Monday I'm in a conference. So Thursday when I get back, for VR for each of you. So that will be your graduation gift / attending the NYIT Speed Tech. I will talk about that later. It's on our agenda. So thank you for considering to attend. And you said you like VR. You enjoyed learning about it. And I want to turn that into a teaching experience. And I will give you all VR boxes from NYIT. I need to get them done though. So as I need to remember in my to-do list to give you guys VR glasses that has NYIT logo on it. so you can share with your students and teachers in your school. Thank you, Rosabella, and thank you for coming early. Remind me, whoever comes early, I will be happy to add some extra points. All right, who am I missing on the? Oh, Yarlina.
I don't have any questions at this point. I was just looking through the preparation that we're doing, and I was taking a look at the other states and how they prepare their questions. So I'm kind of formulating mine as well. My accomplishment, I'm so excited. So I applied for this grant way back in January through UNICEF, the UNICEF organization. And so I was able to get smartwatches for all of my classes.
Wow.
Graders. I know, they are just pumped. And
I am pumped too. Yarlina,
yeah.
do you mind contacting me with a little paragraph what you've done, whatever you said to me? I will forward this to NYIT Media.
Oh my goodness.
They will interview, they will come to your school or
what? Oh my word.
And they will feature you. I mean, one of the good things about NYIT, they like to see the students' accomplishments, right? So this is a big accomplishment, and I would love you to be on our NYIT newsletter or box.
Oh my gosh.
Call it. So, and you on the Facebook, not only you, but with the permission, of course, with your school. Who may, they may have a picture of the kids from the back, or even their arms with a watch will be a good one.
So what they're doing, actually, it's what's great I like about this organization is for every step that they take, the kids, they get to help another child in a third world country with a food packet. So it gets buzzed every 1,000 steps, and while I'm teaching, they're like, "Oh, it buzzed," and I was like, "That's great."
Wow. So this is also global learning, right? Global education. So
it teaches them all about that, and so I really had to teach them about what it means to be a global citizen. So this week's journal, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is great!" This is the first step towards it. So I'm really excited about that.
I am very happy for you. Congratulations. And please do not forget to write me a paragraph. I want you to be highlighted in the next edition. And your students and your school.
Sure.
And that will be also good role modeling for all of us to integrate global issues into our classrooms. It's a great example. Lauren. One question, one accomplishment, please. You can unmute yourself. Somewhere around there is a button. Uncheck, yeah. All right. While you're discovering, can I go to Brittany? All right, okay. All right, Brittany.
I really don't have any questions. I've been kind of figuring things out as I go. One accomplishment, I just had my spring observation and met with my assistant principal today, actually. And my lesson has a lot of technology and the kids using our Chromebooks. So she's asked me to set up mini PD to work with our teachers with the blended learning programs and reading the reports, because the first year they started it, they're the only ones who really got the major training of how to read the reports and give assignments and things like that. So she's asked me to work on that. And then any of the tech tools that I've used with my kids, she's asked me to share those and do PD sessions and things to really get teachers to use the Chromebooks, not just for district requirements, but so the students learn how to use them.
Congratulations. This also solves all your PD practicum 50 hours, right?
Yeah.
So you're already ready to go. And if you need more PD hours, I have some announcements tonight. I'm assuming you probably will say, nope, I'll pass on that. I have plenty of PD to do. And this also shows that you've been recognized as a leader already. before you graduate, right? So you are the technology leader. So thank you for sharing that. Lauren, are you able? Nope, not tonight.
Got it. Got it. Okay. I wasn't used to finding the unmute in the listed form, so it took moving my mouse to figure it out. My accomplishment is I completely forgot I had to do PD, and about 2 weeks ago, my principal asked me if I would teach a series of colleagues about how to use Castle Learning. So last week, I just did this whole thing on Castle Learning with probably 18 members from my district.
Whoa.
So that was kind of exciting because it's something that they can implement into their classroom, and they can use it if they choose to for interim assessments and whatnot.
You know what? You gave me an idea, Lauren. If any one of you choose to record the session you're presenting to those 18 members, right? Some kind of a PD that you're proud to share with others, and you are willing to share it on YouTube or in our university website, or some sort of activity that you're willing to be recorded, that will also count an hour. Because can you imagine that 1 hour you presented, but that will have a bigger impact? Because let's say Yarlina, you told your story on a recorded version while you are also putting little students in action through the pictures, like a little story, digital story you're creating about yourself. Only 30 seconds. I'm not asking you 3 minutes, like 30 seconds, right? And that 30 seconds putting together is going to take you more than an hour. That will get you an hour from professional development. I will sign for that, because that will have a bigger impact, right? Because you're not only showcasing your 18-member presentation, you're also sharing that knowledge to the world, right? Maybe you have millions of people. There are almost 7 billion people out there might be watching, right? We're over 7 billion, right? Anybody knows the latest score? There's a website says, what is it called? There's like 7 billion website, and it counts. Anyway. Oh, it's somewhat depressing though. World clock. Oh, 7.5 billion. Oh my. Maybe you could put that one day in the background for students to check. It's retrieving the data. How many people birthed today? Okay. Wow, this many people born today, and it's almost 7.5 billion people. Whew. So you can see your effects on the internet. The more people have a chance to watch it. Who am I missing? Hey, Michael.
How's it going?
Good. He just joined. We're looking for one question, one accomplishment, please. Unless you want to stay quiet for a while. Think about it.
No, it's all right. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So one accomplishment I've had is actually 2, I guess. I've held 2 professional developments on the use of Google Drive and Google Classroom in the classroom. And a question, I had a question earlier, but I forgot it. So hopefully it'll come back to me.
Okay, no problem. Forgotten questions. Okay, that's cool. Any other accomplishment that you want to talk about? You're cool. All right, Caitlin.
Just one of my questions was with
just the 2.
1 second, Caitlin. All right, Michael.
I'm all set.
You're all set. Okay. Sorry, Caitlin, we're back.
Just one of my questions from before was, you kind of addressed it a little bit, just more resources for the test questions just to look at to help develop the questions. And then one accomplishment was last week in one of our data meetings for my school, my principal was talking about questions that mirror the state questions. So I told her about the website Newsela and how it's all nonfiction level text. So then she actually asked me to do a little PD on our half-day conference yesterday. So I was able to do a PD on Newsela to my fellow fourth grade teachers.
Beautiful. I love Newsela, by the way. It's really.
Me too. I'm trying to convince her to get it.
Yeah, I met the people who are actually the producers of Newsela, and they treated us in Starbucks in we were in, oh my God, Philadelphia, when EST was in Philadelphia a couple of years ago. They were amazing. Nice, young, vibrant group of people who wanted to bring innovation into classrooms.
Yeah, my students love the app. They're always constantly on it when I have my guided reading rotations.
Perfect. Everybody reads, right? It's in Newsela. Depending, people, I wish there were Newsela when I came to this country, right? I never understood what was going on the news. It was leveled it up for me, for my ESL level when I first came. I could have enjoyed or maybe learned faster. But I was easily bored and I couldn't understand most of the things I was reading. All right, I see Celinda. You made it. Hey.
Hey, I was in on my phone earlier, but I couldn't get in on this. I don't know. I'm an Apple user, and having an Android product in my hand is like putting something so foreign. So it's taking me forever to get in via the tablet.
That's a good PD for you, right?
So I haven't done any PD so far, but on Monday I will be doing a PD on Google Docs, and I did hear that somebody did that, and I heard that someone else did something on Chromebooks. And my only concern about this PD is that I feel like it's very simple and my coworkers are going to hate me, but that's what my AP asked me to do. So I'm trying to find a way to make it like not so boring or like we already know this. So I'm trying to find like the little things that people are unaware of so they could be like, oh, I can actually use that, So that's my biggest concern with that. He also wants me to do something on Classroom Dojo and something on Padlet. I'm really just working with my AP right now and fellow teachers. With my AP, I will be doing PDs with the English department and the ENL department and showing them whatever he asked me to. Like, for example, Classroom Dojo, I have no idea what that is. I need to do my own research on that, but I will be doing that PD as well. And just some fellow teachers, like today I was showing someone how to use the Active Inspire. So that was like a quick, nothing too crazy, but I showed them a couple things just here and there. I just let everybody know, hey, I'm here. This is what I need hours for. If you have any questions, please come to me first.
I'm just looking for a meaningful, first I need to get out of here. Meaningful way of showing you how you can actually be very, very quickly be the most exciting person. Because the other day, I was showing this to my colleagues about the comments and how they can, that's this extra tool. And most people don't know these tools. So if you can just go over and how they can do kind of editing, suggesting, viewing type of thing, and commenting, I think they would be very excited. But one thing about this notification, that's also very cool. So something make changes and it comes automatically. So you can explore these little buttons on this side of the Google Doc. I know it will make you a star. And you can also make some meaningful discussion, like you can put some exciting dialogue that people all type in at the same time and edit at the same time. So if like today's presentation, I put something for you guys, maybe you could enjoy. Let me just, maybe you can use the same exact link that I put for you guys. Okay, so this is for today's lesson. I thought maybe I'll share my Google Slides. And the one I put for today is about leadership. Yesterday, somebody put this little graphic, like you can put simple graphic and they can respond. Who wants to change? Who wants change? Excuse me. The next one is who wants to change, and nobody is raising hands. And who wants to lead? And in technology field, sometimes you are the only one who's willing to take that extra chance to learn that software, right? Spend a couple of, if you think about it, now teaching technology is not as difficult as what I started 25 years ago when everything was so complicated. Now it's more easier to learn, but somebody has to spend some time. And
yeah, it's really true. I've just spent, in preparation for this Google Docs presentation, I decided to include Google Drive. And I've just been watching a bunch of YouTube tutorials myself, trying to see if there's anything that I don't know that they can teach me that I can show them.
But
so some of them are really long, but
one clue, Celinda, if you're bored and if you think that there's nothing to learn or teach, they will be bored too. You need to go there as like, oh, this is going to make a difference. This is going to be the best software, so you need to put that kind of attitude, and guess what? Put a big smile and don't tell them, oh, somebody had to make me teach this to you. Like if you come with that attitude, it's going to show. You go with that and say, look, I'm going to show you an example how I found this is used meaningfully in this class. And find a class that's not just writing class. Find a class that's maybe some social studies class or a media literacy class or some different types of setting. So I know you're going to do well. And if you don't mind recording it, as I was telling earlier, it was an idea came when I was talking to Lauren. I will also sign out hours for you from my end, because your presentations teaching something to me and to your peers, as also Rosabelle asked that question earlier, should be also used towards your PD sessions, PD hours. What do you think?
Sure, I'll see if I can get someone to record it for me. I'm sure one of my colleagues who knows more about Google Docs wouldn't mind.
But whatever it is, let me know if we could be your audience or give you feedback beforehand. Just let me know.
Would a screencast count at all? Like if I did a screencast of myself doing it, or does it have to be?
Yeah, you can do screencast. And the good news about screencast is that you can also, do this ahead of time. And during the conference, during your presentation, you can say, look, by the way, I have a screencast. You can actually show it to them, some portions of it. And you say, tonight you can watch the rest of it, so you can actually give them an extra tool to take it with them, as well as the ones who missed your session, they will have a chance to watch it, right?
Okay, thank
you. There are many ways to, repurpose your projects and get points for it from this class and from your own settings. Anyone I'm missing, please shout out. I think we're ready for the rest of the agenda, right? Okay, I had a chance to say hello to everyone. And did you like this cartoon? I really enjoyed it. And I put several other links and resources for you under that leadership tab. So if you're interested in using tomorrow for your PD sessions to start discussing, that's all yours. All right. Where was I? Where is my, because I opened up so many things earlier. Sorry about that. Maybe I need to reopen. But before I forget, take a look at this Ed Shelf. It's a very good resource. I also became a member to this free resource that you can post all your goodies. So maybe I'll create a link for you and share with you, like somebody created one on augmented reality shelf. So somebody used the free software, and these are the suggested augmented reality software that you can use in your classroom. So you can, Bushra Yeşil sounds like a Turkish person, did that for us, and followed by 4 people. So it is, it looks like Delicious and other social bookmarking software, but this one is particularly for apps. Let's go back if we can. Our NYIT Blackboard account. I kind of forgot where we left off. That's an old shell. All right. As you can see, my announcements also posted on this page, but I would like to go over with you quickly what they are and remind you, particularly a candidate's disposition. It's something that you need to fill out. It's a self-evaluation that's required. Please, pretty please fill it out before the end of the semester. It's another evidence that we need to keep it for the assessment purposes. And there's a conference on March 4. I'm presenting at 1 p.m. Actually, I'm co-presenting with several of my students from Azerbaijan. But if you're willing to present, please, I will be more than happy to sign up for an hour for you for your 5 minutes of presentation. You can pick any tool that you're about to present, or you presented this week, or something that you're proud to share. It's relevant to the topic. It's called Multilingual, Multicultural, Multimedia, Globally Connected Mobile. So I put the link up and the resources. So if you are willing to present, please let me know right away. I'll add your name into the list. So these are the presenters so far. Baku American Center, where I worked in Azerbaijan last fall. And these are my collaborators and colleagues who are co-presenting with me. And the topic is Go STEAM, Edebiyat, and we have a lot to share. Everybody's sharing a few minutes or a couple of slides. So if you would like to present and get some hours from this co-presentation, let me know. And the information how to co-present, how you need to download is on this link and resources, and I'll be happy to send you also more resources. Okay, here's a happy news. I've been fighting behind the scene. Maybe I told you before that I wanted to make sure some of the standards are eliminated for the cash stream items. And as Celinda pointed out, some of them are 1 or 2 as well, but 1 or 2 stay as is because requirements already, the due date already passed. So there is no optional for 1 and 2. But for 3, 4, 5, and 6, these ones listed, 3BE, 4BC, 5C, and 6A are optional, meaning we do not have to post it. Because these, I laid out the map of all the courses you take and all the artifacts that you posted on those courses. And I found these particular indicators already had a posting somewhere. So you didn't need it to do it again for this course. I hope this 6 will help you alleviate some stress off of your shoulders. And if you feel like you're obliged to post them there, please feel free because it's optional. So you post them, we'll grade them. And some of you already posted 1 and 2, and some of you are still struggling to figure out how to. Please contact me if you have any difficulty. It could be just a technical issue. Maybe you're not in the right shell. Or it could be that you don't know what to post at this point. And now I am learning more and more about the program. I can give you more ideas what may fit into 3A, for instance. That's what you're required to post, but I may be able to give you some suggestions. So please contact me directly during my office hours or set up some time or phone, any way to make sure you are on top of those task stream uploads. And please, please, pretty please, whenever you upload something to task stream, some of you already done properly, you also need to go to the Blackboard on the projects and activities section, and under the e-portfolio evaluation, I want you to put something, like I want you to say that I posted it, here is what I posted, some kind of a link or some resource. So since you posted 1 and 2, you should come here and then post that 1 and 2 posted on Castring. So it will give me a chance to come here and give you points. So you get 10 points from standard 1 and 2, right? 5 in each. But I will not be able to give you points if I don't. I know you post them on the task string, but you need to help me here to remind me here so I can give you points on this Blackboard shell as well. Is that clear?
So wait, I thought you said you wanted that all posted at the end in May.
Oh yes, you can post it at the end as well.
Oh, okay,
What I'm
okay.
saying is that, yes, that will be perfect. That will be in one shot, you get your 30 points. But you worry and you say, why am I not getting all my points? Because you're not posting them on the Blackboard.
Okay, so, but we can wait till May and just.
Absolutely.
Okay, just want to make sure.
But I also want you to, yeah, but in terms of posting them on task streams, do not leave it until the last minute, right? Put the ones on the task stream, but here, for your points purposes, you can do them at the end. Absolutely.
Okay.
Or you can do them every 2 standards that was due.
Okay.
Thank you. That's a great question. Before I move on to the next item on the agenda, any other questions? All right. Nice and clear. And probably hungry and tired. It's Wednesday after all, right? Almost the mid of the week. All right. One more announcement, and we're good to go. Oh, there's also an announcement about me being featured on the box, and I want you guys to be featured on the box. So if you go to the Facebook page and put a like, I appreciate that. So I will know that you're part of this Facebook page forever for us. So please keep in touch with us in many different ways to stay connected. I have here a Speed Tech conference, and some of you already signed up. I thank you for that. This is 5-minute presentation. You will receive 3 PD credits. So you not only get a certificate of 3 PD credits, you can put it in your portfolio if you need to for your own school purposes. I think you need to collect 100 hours or something. Is that right? Every year. And if any one of your colleagues interested, you can also invite a colleague to come with you. This is a conference that we decided to run in 2 campuses. And you sign up here. One, we're going to do May 6th Saturday and May 5th Friday. So either in Manhattan or Old Westbury, we're just, we got the space, and now we're asking for you to see if you're available to present 5 minutes. You can also have a Zoom presentation. So we have students from Abu Dhabi presenting, so that's very exciting. We have 4 or 5 students in this class from Abu Dhabi who's taking this class. So they're also interested in joining us. So we'll set the Zoom and we'll get their presentation. So if you don't mind giving your email, phone number, and if you're interested in presenting, or maybe for now, and what the title of your presentation will be. It could be as a title, regular things about educational assessment, or how to teach 5th grader use Khan Academy, or it could be simple tools like how to use Symboloo, right? And anything goes. And I'm hoping that I invite the previous 695 students who can come as an alumni, and we also help the students who are in MSIT program and other programs as well to come join your session. If you're interested or if you have questions, you can always contact me. So that's all for the announcements. Any questions? All right. Please consider presenting and bringing a colleague with you that day. It will be a celebratory day, hopefully, to have a chance to maybe meet some of you face to face. All right. The third agenda is Google link. That's not working right now. Okay, how lovely. Okay, the next link at least worked. It's the same link, but I thought the first one worked as well. I put this page a long time ago from frequently asked questions. Time to time, I found the question and I posted here that may help you. We are going to, I already showed you the leadership page. So if you have some good ideas, this page is open to public to be able to edit. If you are not able to edit, you can always add a comment. And since I subscribe to this page, now I did, what happens is every time I edit something on this page, right? You know this tool. Have you ever used this tool? So let's say I put the word leadership, right? And then maybe I deleted something at the end. Okay? And what happens is when I say save, this automatically goes to my email and alerts me that somebody made a change. And it tells me who did make a change. Let's see if I can move this a little bit and get my email, NYIT email, right? I meant the email. Okay. And it will come to my email and alert me that somebody made the change, somebody made deletion, somebody made addition. So it's a very good tool, and it's open to your editing privileges, as far as I know, as long as you get in with your email address. So here it is, edit 695. You see the insertion is with highlighted with leadership is highlighted, and something I deleted should show also. Oh, this one is deleted. I didn't know that I deleted something else by mistake. But again, this is a tool that you can use on Google Sites. But the most exciting thing I want to share with you, I think this is because some of you already asked me, where am I going to get test questions? Here they are from the previous year, previous semester. These are the students who attended this class last semester, and they added, some of them added as attachment, some of them added as Google Doc, and some of them put a Google form. So you can actually look at their questions and get some ideas. All right? And this student put it under like standard 5 and 6 and so on. Cool, no? I try to put them all in one page for you, so one link takes you to all these places. And I also enjoyed hearing from some of you, and I'm going to start creating another page to add some bubble places, some of the tic-tac-toes here. So you guys are creating some rubrics and maybe some of your portfolios if you have one. So this will be a space that we will grow together. So if you come to this page and put a link up for me under your name, maybe I'll list everybody's name and you can share one thing from your portfolio right here. So this will be a space that not only helps us this semester to share, but also next semester students, when they ask me where they're going to get their ideas, I will say, look at Michelle's, look at Yerlina's, and you look at Belinda, look at Michael's, and look at Lauren, right? Brittany and Caitlin. All right, Shafak, Alyssa, Kelly. Any questions on this list, on this website? Oh, I actually put a link for instructor page about bio for myself and my e-portfolio. If you want to know what your professor is published or what she had done, this is my CV. This is you know, my teaching and resources. I try to put as much information as possible here, and my social media sites, my service, my scholarship, and some of my presentations. For instance, I'm making an upcoming research presentation. peer review. And I can actually put the links to my PowerPoints here as well. So some of my presentations have links to resources. As I said, I was in EST 2 years ago. I created this wiki spaces, for instance. I share with them my PowerPoint slides. So if you want to learn more about me or my research, if you're interested in co-presenting, co-publishing with me, here is a link that I also posted on the instructor. And I use Google Sites. I love Google Sites because of that function of subscribe to this site ability. So I'll have a chance to know who co-edited with me, and when the changes are being made. It comes automatically to my email. All right. Okay, I try to say that one in one breathing. So let me take a nice breathe and go on for the next session. All right, standards coming up. We can discuss for the next 5-10 minutes, and then you let me know where you're struggling the most. So according to the discussion board, most of you finished dialogues on the standard week 1 to 3. Some of you already moved to global perspectives, but what's coming up is, I guess, the personal experience, research observations. This is the standard that we will be checking on. You already posted some of them, so it might be just easy for you to respond. And oops, there are 2 of them already. As you can see, I have too many Googles open, so it creates a little problem going back and forth, so I apologize. And here for each of them, I put the list. So now we're particularly working on the personal experience research observation regarding the elements of C1. And the C1, what we'll talk about is vision, your visionary leadership, right? What is it that you'd like to do to make a difference? And maybe I will quickly ask you to give me one thing that visionary leaders should have. Actually, today I had a chance to see a nice bubble somebody created on leadership, what a leader should look like. Maybe we should find that quickly and take a look at that. I was very impressed. But maybe we'll create a little tool. What tool would be the best to use? That I keep forgetting the name, where you put everything on the whiteboard.
Educations?
Like we can have one page that we can all edit together. Oh, I know the icon, it just doesn't come to me.
Padlet.
Padlet, extra point. Who said that?
I did. I use it all the time.
Okay, so thank you. I can think of the icon, but I couldn't get, so let's do a little Padlet together, all right? Everyone, join me. I need to log in to give you a link in, right? Okay, I have so many Padlet accounts every time I create one. Oh, hopefully it's the same password. Okay, looks good. So happy with the background. What do we want? Go next. This is a nice new, okay, what's going on? Okay. I want to share, so I'm going to put the sharing into the chat window. And we can make it public. So hopefully we're not saying anything that's cannot be off on the everywhere. Okay. So Shafak, where do you think that I will get that link? Oh, share it.
Yeah. Mhm.
I found it. Sorry. So why don't I copy the link, right? And come to the chat window. In order to come to the chat window, do I need to get out to stop share? Oh, I guess I do. All right, I got the link for all of us. All right, let's go back to our Padlet. Can you all got the link? Oh, I only send it to one person. I need to send it to everyone, right? Okay, it's on the chat window. Please take the link because I guess when I go to the share screen, it doesn't work. So what we're going to do is to write one visionary thing that a technology leader needs to have, in addition to good disposition, right? Something that you need to look that you believe. Anybody watched Amy Cuddy? Amy Cuddy, I believe I'm spelling it correctly. Or Cuddy, I'm sorry, Cuddy. You know her? No? Okay, here's some homework for you. It's a TED Talk by Amy Cuddy. You want to watch it tonight before you go to bed. It's kind of long, but she's one of the most watched TED Talks. Let me find the TED Talk for you before I let you wander on that one, because it will change everything about your presentation skills. So Monday, you will be the best presenter, Celinda, because you watched her. She has tricks to be, you know, make it till you believe it. Make it till, she doesn't say make it till you fake it. I think she said, hold on, Amy Cuddy. I can't multitask. Yep.
Is it fake it till you make it?
Yeah, no, take it, something like that, yeah. And you're gonna find her, yeah. I watched her so long time ago, but I think it's one of my leadership goals for you guys, because she is not here. Here's the link. And let me also make sure the chat is there a way to save the chat? Yeah, okay, I'm saving the chat. So if you need to come back to it. All right, if you haven't watched Amy Cuddy, please watch it immediately tonight, right? And then let me know what you think, because she not only puts the research, but also her personal experiences, and at the end will make you believe that you need to believe in yourself before you present anyone anything, right? Make sure you need to believe that technology is the solution to this, because once you believe, everybody else around you believe and understand. So as a perfect leader, I guess that's my little, so let me go now to the share screen. Are we ready for the Padlet? Ooh, you guys are so good. All right, let me add my link. So I believe we need to all watch. All right, this is also your attendance, by the way. This is your exit ticket. If you put something, that means you're good to go for today. All right, let's see what Celinda says.
Professor, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hi, I'm on the phone right now. I'm having a little bit difficulty figuring out where you put the link for this because I can't really see.
Oh, that's true. All right, we'll forgive you. I post this link, trust me, on the Blackboard, right where I posted Zoom. So you will not only read everybody's comments on Padlet tonight, but also post yours, all right? I'm so
Okay.
sorry. On the telephone, I don't think you'll have a chance to do that. But if you tell me what you think it is, I can put your name and add it to the Padlet page here.
If I tell you what?
Your name, sir?
It's Vincent
Vincent. Last name?
Barone.
Barone. Okay, Vincent. Tell me what you think a technology leader should have. We're answering questions for the standard one, in a sense. What is it that one thing that you would like me to add from your end.
Okay, so the question is one thing from standard one, what a technology leader.
Yeah, visionary leadership. It's what kind of I guess skill sets you should have. What is it that visionary leaders should do? Let me read some ideas from the floor. Rosabella says visionary leaders should embrace technology as well as an ability to learn, adapt, and evolve with technology. So we need this visionary leader who is flexible person, right? It's a person. Remember the first graphic I showed earlier at the beginning tonight, where who wants change? Everybody raising their hands. But the next cartoon says who wants to change? Nobody raises their hand, right? So the visionary leader Rosabella is talking about, I believe, is someone who's able to evolve and change. And when the new technology comes, is ready to embrace that. That's great. Celinda says, visionary leaders in technology needs to stay current with technology and new tools and apps, similar to what Rosabella says. It is correct. Excuse me. You need to stay current. That's a good point. Shafak says visionary leaders need to establish a technology team to aid in designing a vision for the school. Another good idea, because you can't be, I'm going to post another graphic under that leadership one. You can't be a leader, right? Standing on the boulder and asking everyone pull the boulder. There's a nice graphic somewhere. Maybe I will find leadership boulder and post it quickly as an image, hopefully. Nope. I guess leadership cartoon I saw today also was very good. So it's not that everybody carries the boulder and you're on top of it. You are at the beginning of the carrying, so everyone else carries with you. I haven't seen it on this little quick search, but it will certainly be added for you tonight. All right, thank you. Oh, that means you also need a team of people, right? You can't be the only one. You need to also cultivate the rest of the energy in the group so everyone else will join you. Caitlin says, visionary leaders in technology need to be collaborative. They need to, whoops, there's a sentence that
No, you screen shared and I was still typing.
I'm sorry. Okay. No problem. Do you want to say it, what it was?
I was just going to say they need to work and learn from their colleagues.
Absolutely. So you can't just say, oh, I know everything. Everybody needs to listen to me. You need to also ask other people to make mistakes and share other resources. Excellent. All right. Maybe I'll ask you guys to read it. Michelle, you want to read your entry?
I put, technology is ever changing, so it is important that we are not just putting up YouTube videos and letting it be the teacher and call it using technology. Visionary leaders need to stay up to date and make sure you bring technology that is current and meaningful.
Yep, I hear similar sentiment, current, and definitely you can't just put it up there and let that speak itself. Excellent. Brittany, you want to read yours?
Visionary leaders need to be able to learn from others and keep up with the changes in technology. They also need to be accepting to any of the concerns of peers and flexible in their teaching style to reach all levels of technology users.
Woohoo, that's a good one, right? You can't just say, oh, I'm going to teach only the ones who are interested in technology. Maybe you're going to do some low-tech projects to entice the people who are, fearful of technology. They're at the bottom of the skill sets, right? Excellent. Yarlina?
I'm just kind of, I guess we were on the same wavelength, Brittany and I. I said visionary leaders need to be flexible with adult and children learners, knowing how to make learning of technology adaptable at different levels where they may come from.
Excellent, thank you. And you're doing that already. I mean, also including and reaching out and bringing grants. I mean, that's awesome. Alyssa?
Visionary leaders help educators design real-world experiences for students. These experiences should be interesting to the student and connect to their everyday lives as well as global community.
Global community. Finally, somebody mentioned. Excellent. Good point. We need to be connecting our students to not just their next door peers, right? Next door neighbors, but also national and international level connections. Lauren?
I said visionary leaders they're inclusive, not exclusive. Hopeful leaders invite others into their vision. And visionary leaders are consumed with making tomorrow better than today.
Very, very, very good. And Vincent, if you have something I can add on your behalf, or you can add it later.
Sure. I think that that visionary leaders try to help their students to become self-motivated learners. I think one of the ways to do that is through encouraging inquiry in learning, trying to help students begin to ask their own questions, investigate, create their own material, and reflect upon what they're doing.
Excellent. I put teach how to learn, right? You don't want to just say, oh, here are the information you need and give them all the PowerPoints, just like earlier what Michelle was talking about, just putting all the YouTube videos and thinking they learn. You also need to teach them how to learn, how to be motivated. Excellent. And I like the inclusive word on Lauren. Inclusive in a sense that it's not just you want to teach the students who are interested in technology or who are able, but you will be able to bring assistive technologies, bring students from multiple perspectives, and and becoming as inclusive as you can be. Excellent. All right, I guess you guys nailed it. That's a beautiful Padlet that we created today. I will post it on our Blackboard space. So for those who are going to be attending this as a Zoom session recording, please feel free to add your own ideas. And as time hits at 8 o'clock, I will let you guys go, disappear. But the ones who still have questions not answered, please stay because I wrote down questions like several questions like New York State, and if there are any questions left that's unanswered, please feel free to stay and I can answer them now. I'm here until everyone is happy. I'm going to a conference next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so I won't be available, 24/7 basis, probably presenting. But if you email me, I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I can. And my presentation, there are 3 topics of presentations. If anyone interested in reading, responding, or co-presenting, even want to come over Skype to co-present with me, let me know. I can post my topics. I'm actually working on little mini books. I don't know, have you ever seen mini books? I create these little mini books for people to take it with them so they can have this QR code, and instead of try and write it down, all those links, I'll put everything in one page for my for my audience, and they can email me back with the email at the top. All right, that's all from me. And I thank you for your attendance. And thank you for coming over the telephone as well. And thank you, Celinda is already out, I guess. She tried the new system, new tablet, so that was cool. And thank you for being here. And don't forget to watch the TED Talk, Emmy Cuddy, okay? I know you're going to say, oh, it's nothing to do with this class. Everything has something to do with this class. Remember that. We are visionary leaders. We are inclusive, right? We need to be transdisciplinary. That's another big word. Do you know what that is? Transdisciplinary?
Cross disciplines.
Yeah, across disciplines. And inclusive, these are some of the words that I like. And also innovative, right? And one other word is transformative, right? Transformative. This four word that I feel kind of explains how a transformative leader should look like, right? And when I talk about innovation, I'm not talking about the person is bringing the latest and the most expensive software to the school district. I'm talking about someone who comes to a school district, doesn't need analysis, find what the budget is, and trying to find the best resource for the audience, which within that budget, right? So that's what I'm talking about when I say innovative. All right, thank you for your celebratory work that you have done, all of you, and I can't wait to hear from you in 2 weeks, and hopefully you will also feel better and healthier and more transformative. And oh, by the way, we can also explain transdisciplinary another time. It's a topic of my research. How do you make everything cross-discipline? And I know you're probably saying, I don't want to say goodbye to her, hang up on her, but feel free, because I can talk forever. We professors like to profess, and we have so much to share.
I have a question for you, and it might just pertain to me, but I am taking 610 in the summer semester so that I can finish. So is there any standards that class, like artifact-wise, is going to be challenging for me?
Excellent question. I have a grid I created, and if you can send me an email, I will check for you on that grid what 610 is, and I'll come back to you and say, oops, maybe you have to also post that standard. Yeah, I may come back for that optional standard that may have been not addressed.
Okay.
That's a good, very, very good question. Extra point question. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Shafak, I see Turkish flag in the background. No, it looked like a Turkish. From this end, it only shows the crescent.
Correct.
Like, oh, that looks like.
it's the belt on the dress. Yeah, it's a French print. It's a French
Beautiful,
print.
beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.
Oh, please email me. I can't wait to hear from more good stories. I know you have more. We don't have that much time to share everything.
Sure.
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
So for the 50 hours that we have to accumulate through this, can I use professional development that I do as well if I include some sort of video of some kind?
Because by creating that video, right, you're spending time. But then you're using that video in the profession development, right?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So let's say you present 1 hour, but it took 2 hours to prepare for that presentation.
Okay.
3 hours.
Okay. And so
you need to explain that to your person who's writing, the signature for you, right? You will tell the person that my preparation for this PD session, it actually has an additional 2 hours built into it because of the preparation time. And you can also count another time at the end. You can send out a survey to collect data, what they learned, right?
Right.
Into Google Doc. That will be another hour because creating the Google Doc, collecting the data, analyzing the data, right? You can actually call 4 hours for an hour of presentation.
And so if I have professional development through school, I can include that as well if it works with what we're doing.
Say again. You attend?
Like not this past Friday, but the one before, we had a half-day session for professional development. And we learned, the previous one, we learned about different online tools that we could use. And this past one, we took lesson plans and tried to implement something.
Okay. But
so
this is a professional when you attended, right?
Yes.
But if you turn these knowledge.
That's what I'm wondering. Is it professional development that I just do, or is it professional development that I teach as well? I'm curious about which ones I should include.
Okay, both. Okay, if by itself, it doesn't count. just sitting in any webinar or just attending half a day. It could be even the whole week you attend the conference. Like I go to a conference, right? At the end of the day, university asked me, did you present it? I will not be reimbursed if I don't present. I can't just go to a conference and present. I mean, sit and pretend like I attended a conference. I also need to show my scholarly work in that setting. So in that case, this will count. Let's say 3 hours of workshop will count. If you take that, turn it into a learning module and share it with your colleagues.
Okay.
So you create little screencast of what you learned, right? You put little PowerPoint, and it takes an hour to present this. It takes an hour to create this, plus 3 hours that you attended to learn this software. You create the 1 hour, and then you post it on your blog or create a webinar or create a Zoom session with your peers who can attend in a mutual time. And then all these hours will count. All your preparation and all your learning the tool hours will count. Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Yes. So but the PD is more of us teaching than it is of us learning before teaching. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. That's what I thought, and then I got confused. Okay. Perfect.
But for instance, you're coming to a conference like Speed Tech conference in May. You're only presenting 5 minutes, but I'm giving you three hours to sign, right? You can get 3 PD hours from me. Because I know the fact that you need to prepare for that 5 minutes presentation. And then you can respond with a paragraph and say, this is what you learned from the presentation or attending other sessions and so on. So that will count. But by just coming to that conference, it won't.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
My pleasure. And thank you for being a good voice today. We figured it out. All right. How about Michelle, Michael, and Rosabella?
Okay, so I'll be honest, I've been working through the artifacts, but things, life gets in the way sometimes. So I am going through them. I just want to make sure I'm doing them right? It's websites that we're reviewing that fit with the standards, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So
I'm almost like...
The websites you created, right?
Okay, I have to create the website. I don't know if I'm doing it right.
Okay, so let's go one thing at a time.
Okay.
How are you going to show me? You are a visionary leader. We discussed inclusivity, transdisciplinary, or in all these good ideas, right?
Yeah.
And I want Michelle to have an artifact she created.
Okay, so I have to create every artifact.
You already created, believe me. You already created in one course.
Okay.
Right? Someone asked you in, let's say, 605 to talk about your visionary leadership, right? Teaching philosophy, something. You have an artifact somewhere in your coursework.
Okay. So I'm totally doing it wrong. Okay, good.
I'm glad you asked this question. Not only you solve your problem, I'm sure the ones who are listening to us on this recording, they will.
Yeah, I waited. It's okay. I've been doing it wrong too.
Okay, I waited till question.
All right. Somebody woke up. Hi, Michael.
So
I've been awake.
Okay, your head was on the other direction. That's why.
So it could be like papers and stuff we've created throughout.
It could be a PowerPoint presentation you created. It could be, let's say, I'm just, a journal you wrote. Anything.
Oh, okay.
That makes more sense. Okay.
I'm doing it wrong. I thought we had to find a website that correlated with every single one. That's how I was starting it off.
That may also give you ideas too, right?
Yeah, you totally just helped me in 100 ways.
Yeah. Okay. I guess what I need to do is I found that chart. You have taken and what course required to do what. Maybe I will just share that link with you tonight on Blackboard. I need to make it a little bit easier to see because the one we have has data on it. So I will clean up and post it for you. So you will see in 605, 608, 618, 624, all the courses you have taken, you have to put an artifact. That's the part I went, and I got crazy. I said, why a student has to keep posting all these things for this specific course, because some of the things are already posted 2-3 times.
Yeah. Okay.
So I now, that's why I gave you that six of them optional, because I found those already presented in other courses twice.
So it's probably already on TaskStream, or it's just saved on something we've done?
Yes. All your work must have been graded and must have been posted already somewhere in some course.
On TaskStream.
On TaskStream.
Oh my goodness, you just like took a whole weight off my shoulders. I was totally doing it wrong.
I'm sorry.
No. I just, every time I saw artifacts on other projects and things like that, it meant go out and find stuff. I didn't know I'm going to find my own stuff. That's what I was confused. I can find my own stuff.
Okay. I'm happy that you can find your own stuff. That's a good thing. And when you're looking at your stuff, the only trick is you need to look at your stuff, and maybe you can even post the same artifact for 2 different standards. Like 2A and 2B, and you can put the same artifact. But
by reasoning,
you need to explain why you think that artifact explains that. So you put a rationale.
Okay.
Why didn't you ask this question before everyone else left?
Everybody else was like so perfect, and I was like, oh no, I don't know what I did. So I waited till it calmed down a little bit.
Yeah, because we were afraid we're the only ones that didn't turn it in and did it all wrong. I know where you are.
You know what? Like, everybody's like, oh my goodness, we all know how to do this. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
So maybe I will send an email out and let the people who missed this session especially listen to the question, okay?
Okay, because I just was like, I don't want to post anything, so I started doing it. They could have said didn't post anything.
Here's one other thing. You know what I realized? My students, because you guys are professionals who are already leaders, who are already, hot shots, who are doing 18 people presentations, you are hard on yourself. You think this course needs to be the hardest course. How can I make it harder on myself? So please make it easier. As I try to say on my first and second Zoom sessions, this is the course to celebrate your wonderful accomplishments. I've been looking at by the way, I'm signing up for each and every one of you, your graduation papers. There is a paper I sign. I have the privilege of clearing you out from the system. And I'm finding out everybody's 4 point something, 3 point something. I'm like, everybody is a stellar in this cohort. So please don't be hard on yourself. And you have questions, again, you know where to reach me.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That was my biggest thing, because that is a scary thing. It's been on my mind, and I've been working through it, but I've been working through it apparently wrong. So at least now I know.
Perfect. All right,
Thank
Michael
you.
or Rosabella, you guys, or Vincent, do you have a question?
I do. On the task stream, and you guys may have addressed this already, I was able to submit the artifacts for the first 2. And then, of course, and you made mention of this as well, but there's the first thing that says the candidate's dispositions.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't here if you guys had talked about that, what that was.
I mentioned that please go and do a self-evaluation on your candidate disposition. This is something that we collect data at the beginning, in the mid, and at the very end of your coursework. So yes, please fill it out as soon as you can. That's one of the.
So it's a form that I complete.
Yes.
On TaskStream.
Yes.
Okay. And then the same thing with, then there's the leadership reports as well.
Don't think there. Maybe you're
when you go through 1C, 1D, and then there's a second 1D that says leadership report on it.
Okay, so let me just quickly look at the chart. Of course, you can't see it, but you're under C, under 6, you said.
Well, I'm just in TaskStream right now. So as I was submitting, each one of them.
Okay.
I submit my artifact for the EST standards for coaches, 1A, then 1B, then 1C, then 1D. And then I noticed as I was going through, as I just kept, working down the line on TaskStream, that there was a second 1D that says visionary leadership again, but it says leadership report on it. Candidates will submit. Unfortunately, I'm like downloading something right now. And
Oh, yeah. I saw that. That's interesting. You're absolutely right.
Oh, you see it.
Yes, I see
Oh,
it
good.
now because you're right. There's 1D and then there's another 1D. It could be, let me just ask that one to my colleague because he tried to make some of them optional for us. In that time, maybe he made some mistake here. So, because
Okay.
for instance, the 2A is optional now and he put an optional submission under 2A. But of course, it's not optional for you because we make this decision, not retroactive.
Sure. Sure.
But maybe while he's doing that, he may have added something extra. But I see it and I will check with it tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I think it was there before he made the changes because I put all this stuff in before that. But
Okay.
that's great because I was wondering. I saw it and I was like, oh, I wonder what that is. But all right, yeah. I mean, those are my only questions. And then so the artifacts are working out well. And again, just to reiterate on the artifacts, the only time that you want us to post the artifacts again on the Blackboard is when we have compiled all of them, because as I'm putting the artifacts on here, I am compiling all of them on a single form or single location. But once we complete that, then we would go ahead and put that on Blackboard, right?
Yes. And if you want to do it in portions, yes to that too. So the answer is, however is easy for you, because I need to put the points to make sure you have 100 points to get the class. So my responsibility is not only go to TaskStream and make sure all the artifacts are being assessed and put it into the system for accreditation purposes. And then I also have to make sure all of them posted in TaskStream, posted on Blackboard, so I can give the credit so you can get another A to complete the course.
Would you mind if I uploaded the document on Blackboard a little early? Because really I'm putting all of my artifacts, rationales, and everything on a Google Doc, and it's sort of, because it's shared, it just updates automatically. So even if I put it on there right now, even though I don't have all of the artifacts on there right now, as I'm working on them, they're all just kind of automatically updating on it? Or would you rather me just wait?
I'd love it if you could do that, and we'll
okay.
That would be perfect. So whatever works for you, right? It works for me. I want
okay.
it to be easy, so don't try to find hard way to complete things. Anything I can help to ease up, just shoot my way. So thank you. That would be perfect, actually. And if you don't mind putting at the top of the page and say, this could be shared with the next cohort, if you can give me that privilege and permission, I can actually share that link with the next cohort on this page that I showed earlier to students. I created one Google site for this course. I'm sharing it.
Yeah, I was able to click on that. I was able to kind of go through and see some of that.
So maybe I will add your portfolio link here, your Google Doc here for sharing purposes. So if you choose, of course, some people don't want to do work. So again, thank you so much. That's a great question, and I hope I'll get you some clear answers tomorrow. If not, when I get back from the conference, because I may not be able to see some of my colleagues or hear from them within the, Thursday and Friday, but definitely when I get back.
Okay. No, that's no problem at all.
Thank you, Vincent. And
okay, I have one more question. So I'm looking, you had your screen up again, and I'm looking at all the links that you have on the side for our Blackboard, and like the leadership thing you posted. I don't see that on mine, and I don't know where I should find that.
Okay, that's a very good question too. Because I created a link today maybe I did not post it correctly. Let me just put it on the
So
chat.
like the leadership one, the test question one that you had on the bottom, I'm not seeing any of those.
Okay. I think I know the problem. Maybe it's the link is not updated, but I'm going to put it on the chat window for you just in case that you want to just save this for your teacher. I'll just get rid of the instructor one. So here, this is the link, the second one.
Okay.
Can you see everything now?
Yes.
Okay.
So I will save that.
I may have uploaded in one of the Blackboard shells and forget to do the other one. I apologize because I have two cohorts and merged into one, and Abu Dhabi group and so on. So I sometimes get confused when I upload some things, and I appreciate extra point for that, and extra point for Vincent for asking that. Excellent questions as well. So Michael, you want to say something, right?
Yeah. One of the big questions, I guess, really is, are those testing dates for the RDAX hard dudes? Like, do they have to be posted in test stream by the dates you gave us?
No. It's okay to do it a few days early or a few days later. It's okay.
Okay, because I've been panicking because I've had family issues for the last week, and now I have an obligation coming next week. So it's really not the first thing on my mind right now.
Yeah. You know what?
So I just wanted to make sure it's not.
As long as, Michael, you post everything beautifully at the very end, you will pass this class. However, it's very, very challenging for someone to sit down and put everything in one shot. So my answer is try your best to stay within the due dates, but they're not deadlines. I'm not going to deduct points. But also let me know in advance, drop me a note and say, you know, I'm behind or something. So it will be also give me a sense of where you are and how I can help you.
Okay.
Thank you. But I hear you.
Thank you.
Come first. Good luck on everything. And next time you need to tell us how it goes. Rosabella, you're still on?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so I just had a really quick question. I know that for TaskStream, we had to already submit standards 1 and 2, but I haven't had a chance to actually go on TaskStream, and I am noticing now that certain substandards like 1B and 1C are optional. 1D is a requirement, and some under standard 2 are also shown as optional.
Okay.
Now, I know that you have made a announcement that 6 of them aren't. So my question is, do I still need to submit for standard 1 and 2, the ones that say optional?
Yes, it is only for 1 and 2. The reason is because I want it to be fair, right? I gave the students a chance to post everything by February 22nd.
Okay.
Most students did, like maybe 70% did. And if you now see, oh, it's volunteer, I don't want to do it, of course, I'm not going to deduct points from you. You want to leave it at the end to upload, but it is a requirement for this class because I'm actually doing this 6 just to, I could have waited until for the full cohort, but I just wanted to be done on before the 6 for you guys.
Okay. My other question that I had was, I did see that you have required 10 or 15 questions for the exam. But in my emails, and I actually have it up on my shared document, I actually had a presentation that I believe it was a student who took the test, and he broke it down by standard. But he told us that, and this is just with any CST exam, there's always a written portion. And he had explained that when he took the test, it was for the last and final standard. And that's exactly how I was going to set it up as well.
That's fine. If you want to do it that way, you will be my guest, and you will be actually giving us the test questions that is more realistic. So you're welcome to do that. I haven't taken the test, by the way. I am also going to take the test just because they're going to be more useful for my students. Um, but this is, again, a challenge for all of us to make sure, we learn from the ones who took the test. So if the person who told you, we can always get their wisdom. And also remember that the link that I posted with the student who created it for us. So take a look at that. Maybe that page also includes some of those, answer some of your questions.
Yeah, I did receive that as an email, and I was building my questions like that. But then even when I followed a different website, I went to the actual New York State certification site. Even their mock questions didn't reflect what the other students had. It didn't seem as simple as how would you check if a student is plagiarizing. Even though, I mean, that is a question that would appear, but what I saw on the website reflected more STEM related thinking questions. So it was more like if you are creating an artificial leg, what are the steps needed in order to teach this to your students, which is more STEM related because you do need to think outside of the box.
That's another very, very good point. I cannot say, I cannot top it up and say, how can I help you with that? Because as I said, I haven't taken the test, and the students who might be focused on STEM because their background is in, fields, they're probably going to be leaned towards creating that kind of questions. That's why it's good to see different students' examples and try to pick from each to get some ideas. But again, you're creating your own questions. You're not creating questions that, completely on their focus. And the other thing is that this is a new test from the state. Even the state people are struggling to make it even because they realize that they're hard on the people. People start to fail on this test. And now they're providing that safety net because until 2009, until they even out their questions, right? So when something is new, it's always going to be, some ups and downs and stuff like this. So thank you for that point.
Okay.
Again, we need to also update this link. So if you see anything on this exam preparation link, please feel free to send us a link, and you can also put your name at the bottom. I don't know why that student name is not listed for the editors of this page.
And where do I get this exam preparation sheet?
Sheet?
The one that you're looking at now, that we're looking at with you. Did you post that?
Yes. Remember the link I sent you?
No.
The minute that you said this is the link, you didn't have access to it before?
Right. So it's the one you just sent? It's in that?
Yeah, one link for everything. So
okay, perfect.
Has the frequently asked questions and leadership cartoons, net standards, which is the link right here with the Google Doc at the very top.
Because that email you sent about I read the syllabus and I read your email about the questions, and I guess I'm this class and one more away from finishing everything criteria-wise, and that whole "there's a test ahead of you" thing is looming over top of me like a dark cloud.
Again, as I also talked earlier to Shafak, you don't have to have the most perfect questions, right? We're going to all test it out and learn from each other. So the reason why we're doing this 10-point, I guess, or 15-point project, so that everyone will be thinking from the other end. Like if I was the test preparation, official, what would I ask? What should I have been asking, right? So we're actually looking things from another point of view, try to guess the right questions. While we're writing our questions, we're learning.
Okay.
The tricks of the trade and educating each other. So hopefully this will give you some ideas.
And it's just a certification test like previous ones I've already taken, just in this field.
Exactly.
Okay.
And this is the test questions I post from the previous students. So everything is on one page.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Perfect. We're going to probably have this page filled out later. Like I present, so everybody's going to pick their 5-10 minute presentation slot, things like that. So we will use the same link for everything.
Okay. I think I'm all set. Thank you very much. Have a nice night.
Thank you.
Have a good, thank you.
I am so delighted. Great questions, all of you. That's
Bye.
why sessions are useful, right?
Yep. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.